Have you ever wondered where vampire lore truly took flight? Before Dracula stalked the silver screen, there was Carmilla, a chilling tale that whispered of seduction, obsession, and unspeakable thirst. Hello, and welcome back to Ace Book Talk. Today, we're turning the pages of a true Gothic masterpiece, Carmilla, written by the Irish author Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. Le Fanu, a prominent figure in Victorian literature, was a master of the macabre. Born in Dublin in 1814, he honed his craft crafting ghost stories and suspenseful novels. His works are steeped in atmosphere and psychological depth, and Carmilla, published in 1872, is arguably his most influential creation. Long before Bram Stoker's Dracula sunk its teeth into popular culture, Le Fanu painted a portrait of vampirism that was both alluring and deeply unsettling. Carmilla is important not only because it predates Dracula, but also because it offers a unique exploration of female vampirism and same-sex desire, themes that were daringly subversive for the Victorian era. Our story unfolds through the eyes of Lyra, a young woman living in a secluded castle in Styria. Her isolated existence is shattered by the arrival of Carmilla, a mysterious and beautiful stranger who is left in their care after a bizarre carriage accident. Lyra is immediately drawn to Carmilla, captivated by her beauty and enigmatic personality. Their connection deepens rapidly, fueled by shared dreams, intimate conversations, and a growing sense of dependency. However, a series of strange events begins to plague the surrounding villages. Young women fall ill and their bodies drained of blood. A creeping dread settles over the castle as Lyra herself starts to experience disturbing symptoms, weakness, nightmares, and a growing sense of unease. Lyra's father, a sensible and observant man, begins to suspect a supernatural cause for the epidemic. He consults with a local physician and eventually uncovers a chilling history of vampirism in the region. With a local He learns of the infamous Countess Mircalla Karnstein, a figure whose description eerily matches Carmilla's. The investigation leads them to a ruined village and a forgotten tomb, where they discover the truth about Carmilla's true nature. She is indeed a vampire, preying on the life force of young woman to sustain her immortal existence. The story builds to a dramatic climax as Leras' father, aided by a vampire hunter, confronts Carmilla in her lair. A harrowing battle ensues, culminating in the destruction of the vampire and the liberation of the afflicted community. While the plot revolves around supernatural horror, the real power of Carmilla lies in its psychological exploration of desire, obsession, and the vulnerability of innocence. The relationship between Lyra and Carmilla is complex and ambiguous, blurring the lines between friendship, infatuation, and something far more sinister. Carmilla's seductive power stems not only from her supernatural abilities, but also from her ability to manipulate Lyra's emotions and exploit her loneliness. The novel leaves you pondering the nature of evil and the power of the human mind. It also subtly dissects themes of power dynamics, the oppression of women, and the anxieties surrounding sexuality in Victorian society. Carmilla's character challenges traditional notions of female passivity, presenting a figure who is both alluring and terrifying, a predator who actively seeks to satisfy her desires. So, what can we take away from Carmilla today? Firstly, the novel reminds us that appearances can be deceiving. Carmilla's beauty and charm mask a darkness that lurks beneath the surface, a lesson that remains relevant in a world where people often present carefully curated versions of themselves. Secondly, Carmilla highlights the importance of critical thinking and skepticism. Lyra's initial infatuation blinds her to the warning signs of Carmilla's true nature. By questioning our assumptions and seeking out objective truth, we can protect ourselves from manipulation and deception. Finally, this Gothic tale encourages us to embrace our own vulnerability and seek genuine connection with others. Lyra's isolation makes her susceptible to Carmilla's influence, but ultimately, it is her relationships with her father and other caring individuals that help her to overcome the vampire's curse. The importance of a strong and loving community cannot be overstated. Carmilla is more than just a vampire story. It's a timeless exploration of human nature, the seductive power of evil, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. It's a book that will stay with you long after you turn the final page. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the shadowy world of Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu's Carmilla. If you enjoyed this exploration of Gothic literature, be sure to subscribe for more book recommendations and literary discussions. Until next time, happy reading.